And it'll be Kamali to get us underway. Auckland playing from left to right in the red shorts. And it comes at first to Logan Swan, who's put down on the 30-metre line. Swain for Kamali. Nikau has runners, shows the short ball, and they'll go across the Melbourne Storm. Ben Rorty, forward pass.
Well, I'll tell you what, I want to see that again. See how Nikau's body turns. There's no way that's forward.
That's a great pass, and that really should have been a very good try. Eru, long cutout pass, picks up Stacey Jones, who brings it back to the blind side. This is Pongia, shows the ball on the inside for Nullarbor, breaks a couple of tackles, and Joe Nullarbor will score his first try in first grade rugby league.
Well, Nullarbor, how dangerous has he looked? He's looked like he dropped the football there for a repeat set for the Melbourne Storm a little earlier. But what about the power? Just the switch of play there from Namu. And that's a beautiful pass from Pongia here. Just the inside ball, straightens up. Look at the strength of the young fellow. Just carries one over, carries Robbie Ross over. But it's this pass here. The inside ball attracts a couple of players. And that's just power.
Gee, I tell you what, he had some big boots to fill, didn't he, Joe Nullarbor? Matthew Ridge, the New Zealand and Auckland international. And on the evidence of what we've seen in the last couple of weeks, he could be an absolute star. He's played a lot of nines rugby league for Tonga. He strikes it sweetly and straight between the uprights. So the Auckland Warriors have taken the Melbourne Storm by storm. They lead by 6 points to 0. This is the sort of defence that can get the Melbourne crowd on its feet. I suspect that we'll get a long kick shortly, and that's precisely what happens on the last from Gene Namu. A great kick. Goes over the head of Craig Smith and into touch 15 metres away from the Melbourne line.
Yeah, well left there by Craig Smith. He could have played at the football. Glenn Lazarus being replaced now by the Melbourne Storm for a rest.
The problem, though, for the Melbourne Storm now is that Auckland will have the feed. It was a 40-20. You can hear Aaron Mule being encouraged by the referee to get back on side. Jones.
Well, he shouldn't be telling them. He should be penalising them. There's the loose ball. He's offside, is he?
It's come off Brett Kamali, so Auckland now have 6 more tackles. This is Teodopati. They don't need to do anything stupid as Nigel Vangana sets sail for the line and takes a few players with him. 5 metres out from the Melbourne line. Eru for Jones. This is Guttenbeil with the offload for Anthony Swan, and the Warriors are in again.
Well, what a ball there from Guttenbeil. I think Jadwat will check for a forward pass here. I'm sure that's why he's going to the replay. But what a ball there from Guttenbeil. Onto the replacement there, the number 14. Anthony Swan it was who ends up getting the try.
Yeah, gotcha. We're just looking for the grounding of the ball.
As we take a look here, what they're looking for is whether Anthony Swan grounded the ball perfectly. You can see he takes it from just a few metres out, and he's dropped it cold.
How embarrassing. No try.
So Gene Namu, who's lining up the conversion, may instead have to give the ball back.
We know maybe about it.
Well, that is an enormous let-off for the Melbourne Storm. And for Swain, Nikau will score!
Well, you can't afford to give back-to-back sets to any side in this competition, especially the Melbourne Storm. They work one in, they hit back, just expecting the Warriors to be a little bit lazy. Nikau throws the dummy on the outside, a little bit overread by the defence, and far too much power. He gets over.
He makes it look so easy, Tawara Nikau. He's done it for so many clubs in the past, starting with Otahuhu in Auckland. Had a couple of stints in England as well. This to tie the match up. He's brushed it across the front of the posts, and so Auckland still lead here at Olympic Park by 6 points to 4. Into the line comes Tony Tutupu. Had to be a penalty there.
Too long, Glenn, too long.
She's got his feet mixed up. I don't know how you'd give a penalty there. He's trying his best to get away. Tutupu, very strong player. Lazarus just lies on a little bit. Someone's obviously said something.
It was Lazarus.
Spoken down to you yet?
He moves in from 32 metres out. He strikes it cleanly, straight between the uprights. And Auckland's lead is back to 4.
Smashed by Smith. Great tackle.
10 metres out, last tackle for Auckland. Jones will go to the air, out towards By's wing. Warriors are up there, try! Odenrine.
I think it's knocked forward by Odenrine. They're going to go to the videotape.
No, we're just going to check it. Yeah, we believe it's a knock-on.
I think it's come off an Auckland Warrior forward.
So we wait.
Tell you what, the heart will be in the mouth
Till I come through.
of the Melbourne Storm. It's a great chase. They keep going to Marcus By's wing. Let's just have a look at it. This probably won't be the shot that'll tell us.
Well, it's come off his chest.
Yeah, I think, well,
That's a try.
doesn't come off his hands.
This will be the angle that will tell us. Lee Odenrine it was who went up for the ball, but it bounced off his chest.
I suppose what you've got to think about here is, was he playing at the football?
Peter Filmer is our video referee, and he doesn't agree with me. Last tackle, it's been a great defensive set for Melbourne. The kick will be a long one again from Namu, from deep inside his territory. He'll go for the 40-20 again and get it. So twice in the match now, Gene Namu has kicked a 40-20.
Well, Justin, we've got to ask you about the breeze down there, mate. Is it supporting the Auckland Warriors in the first half?
It certainly is, and Namu's taken advantage of it twice now, and this is going to be a great opportunity just before half-time for Auckland to score another try.
He'll play it just 4 metres away from the line. Eru from dummy half, gets there!
How strong is he?
That's a great try for Auckland.
Oh, stop, going to the video replay. That is a try.
I don't think there's any doubt about this one. In referee Jadwat's defence, he was unsighted. He was on the other side of a whole wall of Melbourne players.
I'll tell you what, Chris Anderson won't be very happy. He knows that this was going to be a contest. They got beaten in the first game. Just ducks under a couple of tackles. There's Siduru. That's a try. I don't know why they're going to the video.
He's done a Benny Elias. Have scored. Takes their lead now out to 12 points to 4 with the kick to come. And so far this evening, Namu's kicked beautifully. Moves in now. Strikes it pretty sweetly. Again, straight between the uprights. Melbourne now trailed by 10 points. Auckland 14 points to 4.
As you mentioned, Auckland started the first half with a lot of enthusiasm. Stacey Jones and their forwards really took the ball forward for them. I think you guys really need to start this second half very, very well in the first 10 minutes.
Sorry, Justin and Chris, we'll come back to you in a moment. The Melbourne Storm hot on attack. Kearns puts on the fend. Kamali on the run around. Hill is there to score.
Ah, they did it so calmly, didn't they? Just the turnover from the Auckland Warriors. And that's beautiful play. That's class all over. They just settled down, worked to one part of the field, hit straight back, and it's Hill who gets the try for the Melbourne Storm. And he says, let's go.
The kick through was a good one. It was juggled and then lost. Kamali was there to clean it all up. And they got there quickly from the play the ball. And have a look at this. A try is born. Good offload from Kearns and just fast hands, and Scott Hill is in.
And that's what they need against this Warriors side. You need repeat sets. Here's Smith now, comes in with the kick.
And he's pushed it wide. So that could be an important miss for Craig Smith, because Auckland lead now by 6 points, 14-8. A fast play the ball. Kamali, Nikau. On the run around is Kearns. So strong, Kearns with the offload. Martin is there for the try.
Yeah, we'll put it down to Robbie Kearns again with the offload. He's done enormously well here. Took a little juggle in the end, Tony Martin. That's the back try that they were looking for. And Robbie Kearns just come from an angle on the run. Here's Nikau. This is the ability of this Melbourne Storm side, allowed to stand in tackles. There's Kearns, there's the gap opening up on the inside, there's the juggle, and Martin scores.
Once again, two of Melbourne's prominent forwards, Tawada Nikau in 13 and Robbie Kearns here in number 10. Jones went high, and that allowed Kearns to twist and turn in the offload. He moves in. And again he misses, so Auckland still have the lead by 14 points to 12. Last tackle for Melbourne. Kamali will go to the ground, and they'll pick it up and score!
Genius.
They make it look so easy, the Melbourne Storm.
Is he going to have another look, or is he going to blow his whistle?
We'll go to the video referee.
I'll tell you what, it was a set play there. Beautiful ball.
I think he wants to check whether he was onside or not.
Great little chip through by Kamali. Set play here. They do it so well. Kamali goes at the line. Robbie Ross on the inside. No, he's onside.
He's well onside. And it just dribbled nicely for him,
Look
didn't
at the pickup.
Oh, picked up nicely. And no danger about that. And it's one that they love here. And Craig Smith, who's had an off night with the boot, you'd have to say, finally gets one to go between the uprights.
And that's the biggest cheer of the night.
And Melbourne now leading Auckland by 18 points to 14. From the Auckland line, Kearns for Kamali. Hill is there. Martin is in behind. Here's Bye. But Stacey Jones is there, as is Nigel Vangana.
That should be a sin bin, that.
Someone may go this time.
He's told them all night. See ya. It's a Tupu it is.
Well, it's Nigel.
Okay, you're slowing down the
Vangana.
ball. Consider yourself lucky. Very line ball. Get your hand off the ball, all right? Get him, tell him, hand off the ball. I told you that at the start.
He's kicked 1 from 4 so far tonight. This one he's managed to slot through, and now Melbourne are out to a 6-point lead. They come back at the Auckland Warriors and now lead by 20 points to 14. Malum just playing it one off at the moment, Auckland. 1 metre out. Eru for Jones. Namu steps inside. Gene Namu scores. They hit straight back, Auckland, and we could have a tied-up ball game.
Yeah, not a bad time to run the football. He hasn't run it all night. Gene Namu. The Auckland Warriors were calling for him to do something. We know he's a clever player, just works straight to the middle of the field. And just a one-pass runner. Namu does it all on his own. A little jig. He steps inside Nickau. And Robbie Ross just a little too late. Nickau, watch Nickau here, flat-footed. A little step off the left foot. And Namu scores.
And he pushes it wide. So Melbourne's lead is preserved. 20 points to Auckland over Auckland. Fourth tackle now for the Melbourne Storm. Kamali with a long pass for Scott Hill. The kick in behind. Will Nullavow get there? It beats everyone into touch.
Yeah, he will get there, but was Robbie Ross taken out of play?
Wait, hang on.
Hang on, the touch is in. I'm sure you'll find this will be a penalty to Melbourne Storm. Can you check on what?
He's just checking that it's gone dead.
Sure it's dead. His body's come across.
Just at the moment of the completion of that play, you can see referee Jadwat is in the background and can't get a good view of it. That's on the line, that's out. He's tackled just 5 metres out from the Auckland line. Martin is there. Kamali steps off the left foot, gets the ball back for Marquette. This is Kearns. And Ross has put it down.
I just see who that came off. Pete?
Okay,
Sure
we're
it's
looking.
not gone, mate.
Mate,
Okay, what are you
please.
looking for, actually?
Looking for the greatest advantage. I couldn't see who it came on. Came off to go dead. If Auckland kicked it dead, it's a scrum for the knock-on. I didn't see who kicked it dead, though.
It's a knock-on.
It's got to be a knock on Melbourne.
Forward. Yeah, that's right. Ball's gone forward.
Auckland has obviously kicked it dead, but it's been a knock on from Melbourne first.
Whose mouthguard was that spewing out there? You see that?
You can see there's the knock on.
Yeah, of course.
That will be the decision. We'll come back to the 20-metre line. The crowd doesn't like it. They've shown great character tonight, the Melbourne Storm. Kearns is put down 15 metres out from the Auckland line on the last. Kamali will go for the field goal and kick it.
Let's come off the right hand upright.
And the thing about that is that they'll get the ball back. So an important point for Melbourne, not just because it means that Auckland now has to score a try, but also because the Melbourne Storm will get the ball back for perhaps the last 90 seconds of the match. Here is Russell Bowden, seconds to go in the match now. And here we have a turnover, so Auckland will get another opportunity. Jones for Namu, the inside ball for Odenrine to be tackled 15 metres out from the Melbourne line. Can they butcher another one? Jones is out there. Out it comes, out wide. Back inside for Stellati. They keep the ball alive. Stacey Jones will go to the air. Everyone will go up for it. Auckland's there. It'll come out. They'll score. Auckland are in. They've scored on the final bell.
He'll go to the video
Tony
replay.
Tutupu has won this match for Auckland. We'll go to the video referee. We won't need to. They've got out of jail, Auckland.
They've played well.
Oh, I tell you what, talk about leaving your run late after the final bell.
It was a lost ball from the Melbourne Storm. They had the game wrapped up, just losing the ball. Does the ball go forward at any stage?
Nope.
No. There's the offload.
Fast hands from Nigel Vangana. And look at that, Tony Tutupu out wide. He puts the ball in the air. You need to put it on the ground, son. Stacey Jones, after the final siren, has put the ball in the air. Everyone's gone up. It's come back off Sid Eru. Guttenbill was there with fast hands. He got it out for Vangana. And Vangana, with great vision, puts it in the arms of a grateful Tony Tutupu.
I think you'll find it's a try.
It's a try. So that team will be Melbourne. And the Auckland Warriors, against the most extraordinary odds, have scored a victory after the final siren. This may cost the Melbourne Storm the competition lead by the end of the weekend. The goal has been kicked. Namu puts the icing on a pretty good Auckland cake. And the Auckland Warriors have beaten the Melbourne Storm by 24 points to 21. We'll take a short break. Back on the other side to wrap it all up.